Today here we are with Father Stany Antony OMI, the superior of the preaching band, and he is also the visiting lecturer at the Tamil Theologate in the Diocese of Jaffna, and the visiting professor at the major seminary in the Jaffna Diocese. Father Stany has done his doctorate at the University of Angelicum in Rome in the field of dogmatic theology. So today we are very happy to have a brief interview with him. Father Stany, we hear that you are one of the participants at the Eucharistic Congress. Could you explain what is this Eucharistic Congress?
Well, this Eucharistic Congress, they have every 4 years, and this time they are having in Dublin, where people from all over the world gather, and in a way they discuss about Eucharist, and they partake in different kind of celebrations as well as talks, and in order to deepen their faith in the Eucharist. So I think that is the purpose of this Eucharistic Congress. And at the same time, they have 3 days of symposium on Eucharist, where many international scholars come there and give talks in order to deepen their understanding of this Eucharistic mystery, and at the same time to help the faithful or those who participate to deepen their understanding, and as well as to partake more meaningfully in the Eucharistic celebration.
Father Stany, how do you get the interest to participate in this program?
I came to know about this Congress in Vatican News, and since I was lecturing in the Jaffna Major Seminary and I am teaching Eucharistic theology for the students, so I got an interest to deepen my knowledge as well as to deepen the understanding of the Eucharist, thereby to gain something spiritual also for my personal life, as well as to improve my teaching, as well as to contribute more to the students as well as to the local church by participating in this Congress.
What is the primary purpose of this Eucharistic Congress?
Actually, there are a lot of people come together from all over the world. That itself speaks to the universality of this Congress, where we know Catholic Church is a universal church, and once again we prove this universality by coming together from different nations and getting together and discuss something, live something in a particular place where we have an open forum, avenue to share our views, and at the same time to partake in these common celebrations, common liturgies and common discussions, so that it will be an enriching experience for all of us who come together for this particular purpose. And especially this time Ireland is hosting this Eucharistic Congress, and there have been a lot of preparation going on from the last year itself. And I contacted through online and registered myself for the symposium. We have from 6 to 8, we have 3 days of symposium. We are a lot of international scholars who are very competent on the Eucharist, will give talks and seminars, and that will also enrich the understanding of this Eucharistic mystery. And it will also help us, I think, for our personal life to understand and meaningfully celebrate this Eucharist as priest, and as well as to catechize and instruct people to partake in a more meaningful way. I think that will help us. By participating in this, I think so.
We hear that this is the 50th Eucharistic Congress. Could you say something about that?
This 50th Eucharistic Congress, this has been going on for many years. I think every 4 years they have this in different places, and they have been going on in different regions and different places where they organize a program sort of thing. Actually, the General Assembly, I think the general participants, they partake from 9 to 17th. And before that, I think it's meant for some people who are very much interested in kind of understanding, kind of intellectual knowledge, where through the symposium, where they will be able to receive a lot of inputs from the scholars and to improve and to know more of the Eucharist. And they have already sent the programs to us. And when I went through the program of the symposium, and you have very interesting topics also. I could mention one of the topic which drew my attention was that Eucharist as forgiving one another. And in this today's world and in our Sri Lankan context, we need reconciliation. So I am very much attracted by the topic where they will be discussing, I think, how the Eucharist can become an experience of reconciliation, and that can help us to bring reconciliation in Sri Lanka and even spiritually. That kind of topics, and these things really, I am very much interested. And I think every Eucharistic celebration is a celebration of an experience of reconciliation, and at the same time it's a transforming experience. And I think that should be more stressed, and it should be catechized to the people, rather than celebrating as a ritual or celebrating some rubrics, rather than instruct people and make them realize that it is more of a real life celebration. I think that is the purpose of this Eucharistic Congress, where people come together and share internationally this kind of experience. Coming together itself is an experience, and Eucharist also, it is a coming together of the people of God. That is ecclesia, and they say this kind of ecclesia, that church makes the Eucharist and Eucharist makes the church. That's a famous saying. So I think that will be the focal point in the Eucharistic Congress.
So, what do you like to say to our people about this Eucharistic Congress?
I think this is organized by the Universal Church, and I think those who partake, and at the same time it is also when you organize internationally, universally, it also reminds us that we belong to a universal church. Although we are in different places, different regions, but we come together because of our belief in Jesus Christ. At the same time, Eucharist is the one which is where we really receive the Lord in His body and blood. And it is a kind of His presence as well as a kind of nourishment we experience daily if we really partake in the Eucharist celebration. And these things, I think, can help the people, those who partake. And at the same time, they can be agents of what they have received and what they have got in that Eucharistic Congress. to share with others, with the people of the local church or whoever they come across, so that they could make them to live the Eucharist in a more meaningful way. And I think this Eucharist is it's a life, not a mere ritual celebration, whereby we love one another, we accept one another, we forgive one another. That is the strength we receive in the Eucharist. So I think for the people, I think this kind of maybe this is very expensive to go there and participate. Those who are able to participate can bring whatever they have received and share with the people and make them realize the importance of the Eucharist celebration as well as the riches of this Eucharistic mystery in their lives, so that they may experience the risen Lord specially in their lives and even amidst all the challenges of the life today we face. And that will be a great strength to them to partake in this Eucharist celebration and receives the strength of grace and the strength of Christ, so that they may be able to face their life in a very meaningful way as well as in a witnessing way. That's what I would say. Whether it is one individual or some partake in this Eucharistic Congress, and they should take initiative to share whatever they have got, what they receive from there, to share with the people as well as whoever we come across, as well as to share our experiences regarding this Eucharist. It's not merely paperwork, I would say. It is rather a sharing of that experience with the people and enlighten them about this Eucharist mystery and make them realize that Eucharist is a life. It's a life to be broken for others. That's all I can say about it.
For the Stany, this is maybe an out of the topic, but still we would like to discuss about this. Very recently, you have been appointed as the superior of the preaching band. You know, the preaching ministry is our traditional ministry in the province, even in the congregation. So, how do you take this ministry to the next era in the congregation or in the province?
And as is said, it is our ministry. It is the ministry of the congregation, because we are called to evangelize the poor. So in that sense, the preaching ministry is the ministry of the congregation. And especially in the Jaffna province, I think this ministry has to be taken seriously. And there should be a lot of personnel for this ministry. And I feel in this next era, we must use all the communication tools and modern equipments as the Holy Father has encouraged us in the work of evangelization. I think we can, as oblates, we can contribute a lot in this field of evangelization through the media and the communication, where we make use of them for the purpose of evangelization. So that can enrich the evangelization as well as become more contextual in today's world, because we know the communication and the modern equipments are used for secular things. I think we must train the oblates for this type of ministry, where they can make use of these modern equipments for the work of evangelization, and we can give a lead as oblates in this field of evangelization by making use of these available modern equipments. I think that will be, I will be thinking in that line for future evangelization.
Thank you, Father Stany, for this valuable time that you have set apart to have this brief interview. and we wish you all the success in your participation in the Eucharistic Congress. Thank you, Father.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.